37-yard line. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
The 2nd down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne and try to knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. From the red zone now, Cousins. His throw caught right around the 6. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now Cousins. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
Run. Kill. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
180. 54. Hey, King. Tighten up.
From the 24, Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Robbie Anderson, 76 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, and the way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Here we go, T. Bring up 48.
To throw is Cousins. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Slam. Real. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch. Hurry. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still got it.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Set. 180. Mike, boy. Stay with your man.
Mayfield now. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's 180. Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, alert. Fresno. Regular.
Johnson running right. And now a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll come out in the pistol. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. 4th down, and on is Greg Joseph for the Browns field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Joseph is good.
Hell no, I'm having words. Bassey is not picking to be gold.
It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see.
Oh, that was a pick.
Now, meanwhile,
man,
should have been intercepted.
Oh my God, I read that shit like a motherfucker.
John Ross, the one he was looking for, and now it's second down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Hey, receiver.
Mike 4-2.
Hey, orbit.
Pick it up.
Cousins the thrower. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hops and pick and pack.
Yep.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Darius Slay with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Mayfield on first down. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that will be
almost
out of bounds.
Almost
Ruled incomplete here. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Buying time to his left. And that
Come
is caught,
on, Roby, get in bounds.
Say incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And now this is going to depend on the spot.
Oh, he's injured.
He's just short. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Come on, don't be out for no games now. Come back in, Callie. You're going to have a hell of a game, buddy.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Robbie Anderson. 28 yards. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
So what?
Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I got you. Hey, hey.
Rose.
Throwing is Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. Correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Check. 57.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey,
hot.
Hey, check, Mike 57. You gonna see
Yellow.
You gonna see
Now Cousins on 4th down. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Hot. What do you need?
50 seconds to Mike.
Black.
Need some therapy after this. 50
A first down throw for Cousins. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Sione Takitaki coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Zebra.
57. Mike. 50.
Hey, Haywood.
Let's go.
Now Cousins. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time. And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way. This is Roby. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand. You seem a little squeamish about that last score. I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them. I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense. They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this
and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Denzel Ward had 3 interceptions. Greedy Williams had 1. Darius Slay had 1. Hey, he was running some cheese dough on me, boy. I had to stop that.